getting a first innings lead in Test matches. It's actually the third highest first innings lead that South Africa have had in the history of Test cricket. 465 they had against Australia back in 1969-70 in Durban. And then Bloemfontein in 2017-18 they had a lead of 426 against Bangladesh. Big first innings lead.
Yeah, he's using the crease beautifully here. This one closer to the stumps. Just a little wider. First ball on the pads. Another attempt at targeting the stumps from the same angle. Yeah, wider.
We saw very little of from the Pakistan bowlers in terms of the change of the release points. We had a look at that. It was only Mohammad Abbas that tried a little bit of a difference, going a bit wider of the crease. Now, something they didn't leave behind from that first innings was overstepping. They did it a few times in that first innings, and it continues now in the second.
Afternoon, Pete.
That's good. Really wonderful shot that is. A good attempt in the field, but lovely timing.
Yeah, lovely to watch Babar Azam when he's in that kind of mood. Really was a special shot. The hallmark of Babar Azam's batting is his timing and balance.
He's got such strong wrists. The ball literally just screams away off that blade.
Lengthy over comes to an end. 17 without loss. Pakistan trailed by a massive 404 runs. The follow-on enforced after South Africa were able to really get in among those Pakistan wickets. And now Shan Masood and Babar Azam have got to get started again. 17 without loss after the first 3 overs. Masood on 10, Babar Azam on 5. Substitutes on the field. Corbin Bosch for Ryan Rickleton and Sanurin Muthusamy for the captain Temba Bavuma.
Yeah, Tony Dezorzi's in the dugout, but he himself was struggling with a quad injury, so at best he can just do the 12th man duties, not the fielding duties.
To talk about whether South Africa would enforce the follow-on, but Pakistan today, 2 batting collapses, one before lunch, one after lunch. It's a wonderful stand between Rizwan and Babar Azam, but 3 for 37, and after lunch 3 for 22. It's been a feature of the series for Pakistan, unfortunately, wickets falling in clusters.
And it's important from South African ball with the ball. Set good intensity. Kagiso Rabada again brilliant with that new ball in hand, but I just feel that there's perhaps a bit of lack of energy in the Marco Jansen spell up until now. All want to maintain those standards. We know it's a new ball wicket. Do not want to allow batters to get in on this surface.
It becomes a mental thing as well, doesn't it, Bern? I mean, from the experiences that you've had and myself, where you get the first 10 wickets and you make them follow on, and then all of a sudden you get onto the field and you realise, oops, okay, we've got to get 10 more. Only 9 more on this occasion because Ayub's injured. And I suppose if you try and explain it to the viewers, I mean, if you go for, say you're going to go for a 5k run, and as you finish that 5k run, you get home and says, oh, why don't you come and run with me? And, oh, another 5. Okay, let me mentally get my mind around having to do this. And that's why it's always so nice when there's a quick start and you pick up wickets quickly. But Masood, he looks in good touch second time round. That's a beautiful shot, just back of length, not really short enough from Jansen, and he deals with it well.
Yeah, and I get the feeling that they will be determined, this bunch, because they've been on a tough tour so far in the test format, especially in the batting department. All be crying out that this is decent surface here in Cape Town. I want to end the tour on a good note from a Pakistan perspective.
In the 4 overs, Pakistan 21 without loss.
It's also a pride thing for Pakistan. Ideally what they would love is to try and get another 400 runs and make South Africa bat again. That would be a good goal for them. But individually, each of them is just going to try and make a valuable contribution.
I think the big talking point for South Africa could be loads, bowling load management from here onwards. Temba Bavuma having left the field, I'd assume that Aiden Markram has taken over the reins of captaincy. They want to work on this, Polly. They need to get rid of this no ball issue, because it's been persistent throughout the summer for South Africa.
I think all these bowlers are going to be involved in the SA20 as well. They definitely want to get rid of it before that. It's one thing having to bowl another delivery, it's another one having to bowl another one plus a free hit.
Nandre Berger, he is one of a couple of bowlers out through injury. So it makes it even more special what South Africa have been able to do, getting a bowling attack together, being able to beat Sri Lanka as convincingly as they did, and now against Pakistan and Centurion, certainly doing well here as well. But he's missed, Nandre Berger. Bowls with a lot of heart.
Absolutely brilliant from Kagiso Rabada. It's just on that no ball issue that these guys are playing in the white ball format. They don't seem to have that issue, so for me, I'd say that it must be easily fixable. Just an awareness, I suppose. Be a bit more mindful of the mark you're taking off from. Temba Bavuma, I'm pretty sure we'll see him back in the park pretty shortly.
talking in the big mantra in this test match has been bat long. South Africa batted 141.3 overs. Pakistan's innings lasted 54.2 overs. In Centurion, the first innings for Pakistan, 57.3 overs. And the second innings, 59.4 overs. Tough track though at Centurion. A lot more runs on offer here. But again, it comes down to batting long and being able to put pressure on South Africa with big partnerships. It hasn't been the case. It's past that man at the point region. Interesting stabs after it.
Yeah, I think probably make the point about mental awareness when you have ball in hand, but you also feel it from a Pakistan perspective. This is the general game awareness. When you assess how they've lost their wickets, they're always losing them in clusters. So it's about forming a new partnership, and that's how you bat long. If you're continuously going to lose wickets in clusters, it's going to be difficult to form those long partnerships, those big innings that you're talking about and referring to, Cass.
Placement and timing from Shan Masood. 4 runs.
Yeah, this was very similar length to the delivery he got out in the first innings, so we'll give him the award for the most improved in that area. And you can see the weight distribution so much better. A little bit puff of dust, and we'll see more of that as the game goes on, but you can just see how that bent front leg, he's getting into a much stronger position than he did in the first innings. See his weight's going forward into the ball, and that's nicely played. Wonderful cover drive.
Into 5 overs, 29 without loss. Pakistan trail by 392.
Yeah, talk about bowling load management. I think we're going to see a lot more of Keshav Maharaj in the second innings. Might be a short burst from Kagiso Jansen. I think he might revert to Keshav Maharaj to hold up one end. It's been good signs for him. Good marks to work with. Bit of turn.
South Africa have enforced the follow-on. Pakistan have started well. Babar Azam and Shan Masood opening the batting. 29 without loss. Here's Marco Jansen. Talk about mental strength, but talk about the fitness of the bowlers and what kind of support they'll be receiving now, especially enforcing the follow-on. Keeping fresh, rehydrate, the slow mag, all the little tricks that you use to get the bowlers up and about.
Recovery is a massive part of fast bowling, and pretty sure they're going to be in the field for the rest of the day, of course, but they'll be using all those methods. Nice parts, which I absolutely used to hate as a bowler.
What kept you in them?
Physios, massages. Professionalism, Cass, professionalism. Get it done.
Got it.
Is that a thing in your day, Paul?
Yeah, at the back end, unfortunately, the ice baths were introduced. Actually, I used to live by them. I wouldn't have got on the park the next day if I hadn't had them. At the back end of your career. Yeah, we made them follow on once.
missile. And look at where the ball pitches. Right in the footmarks. And it's sharp turn. Angle that Farid is bowling here. Yes, looking to get a little bit of reverse swing, a little bit of angle into the surface. I also feel that when he comes over with two right-handers at the crease, he can create even more debris for the spinners. But right now there's no left-handers. There's just Irvin and Williams to come.
Yeah, should be a little bit of concern over there in the dugout for Zimbabwe. Lost 2 wickets. Both the openers been back in the dugout. There's a lot that now Sikandar Raza alongside Caetano will have to do. Can they see off the day without losing another wicket?
Yeah, there would have been a thought of maybe just giving Zia another over or 2. 6 overs, 1 for 20 by the skipper. Just thinking, maybe do I give my left arm spinner a little bit more? But then I think those last few deliveries just showed Hashmat that he's getting a little bit greedy, going at the stumps. Nice fine sweep away for 4, and that was the end of the spell. And so this is nice by Hashmat just to change things up, go to possibly the seamer that's caused the most issues and look the most worrying.
Yeah, and all of a sudden he's bowled quite tight lines, which is what you want, a new batter out there. Sikandar Raza, Caetano's been there for some time now. What they are aiming at with the angle that Farid Malik is bowling, aiming at his pads with a bit of a breeze, I believe, might just get little assistance, a ball moving into his pads.
It's a maiden, 63 for 2.
Good over, Malaka, good over. Yeah boy, number 90, number 90.
It's a breakdown of Rashid Khan in different innings. First innings not that effective. You can look at the high strike rate there. Then he starts getting better and better with the average and the strike rate during innings 2 and 3. But then, even though he doesn't pick up as many wickets as 2 and 3, the strike rate and the average in the 4th innings is very good. And so this is a very tasty contest here. Rashid Khan, Raza.
Catch it. Ball rush.
Raza won't back down. Rashid Khan will be saying, I want a piece of you.
Shaba Rashida. Khatarnak dekha inside jo bautigi.
And they've played a lot of cricket together. Have a good understanding, but when you're out there in the field, you are just playing for yourself. Could have been a return catch.
Yeah, today he's...
I don't know what it is about Caetano right now. Doesn't feel settled. It's a gut feel. I think he just needs to settle himself down. And this will help with rotational strikes, just getting to the other end and just having time to breathe.
We've seen if you can occupy the crease for a longer period of time, you can start finding your rhythm.
د تریډیو
That's what he
څخه د
needs.
نظرځي
Been there for 34 minutes and need to be there more. Now Sikandar Raza keeps the fielders busy.
Debut, actually one of the moms from the side sent me a picture of that she had taken while we were out in the middle practicing or going through just like a bit of a technical check with her. Exciting to see what she's done. Slides down the leg side and a bonus boundary.